What's up, y'all? Welcome to Cuffing Season, the podcast. That's Cuffing Season 2026. Before we get into anything further, I want to let y'all know, please get y'all tickets. Get your tickets, you get the book. Get the book, you get the ticket. So get the tickets, jblegacyfilms.com. That's jblegacyfilms.com. You buy the ticket to the movie, you get the book, and also you get a poster, and you get a chance to see two good comedians, a DJ, and then also be giving a community achievement award to Bishop Ernest Phillips II. And then also we're gonna be showing that Cuffing Season 2026 movie. And I bet people probably asking, what is Cuffing Season exactly? So, you know, wintertime is amongst us, and we looking for somebody to be next to, handcuff, settle down with, or just be with in hibernation for the season. So that's what we're looking at. So before we go any further, we got James Dober. Introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, glad I could make it. I try to use all those super scientific mumbo jumbo with the lav mic, and I'm just gonna have to go with the old school here. Going old school. The ring and the camera. I hope my audio is all right.
Yeah, I can hear you good, man. Actually, I can hear you good.
Fantastic.
Tell them what you do for a living, man. Well, not for a living. Tell them
what
thing. Tell them your
what
status.
what doesn't James Dobra do? Is probably an easier question. So by day, I'm a safety director. By night, I'm going to school for my doctorates. Also by night, I'm joining in movies with Javon and the crew. Also by night, stand-up comedian. Also by night, going on tour with stand-up comedy. I will not be one of the comics there unless, somebody bails out or we get an extra 8 minutes. We'll see how it go. But I'm my current tour, we're doing the Disorderly Conduct Comedy Tour for a Cause. It's an event for all the children that are the next spot's going to be Flint, Michigan. We're going to be, we're doing the comedy they got a bunch of gyms and nonprofits that we're raising funds for. So that's my other, also by night. Oh, and on the weekends, I'm a hazmat technician with Mahoney County Hazmat Team. So there's really nothing I don't do, brother.
I hear you, man. I hear you. You staying warm though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I got my inside. I'm all nice and tucked here.
All right, cool. So basically what I need to ask you is, how was your experience working on the set of the day that you were working on Cuffing Season?
I'm like, I wish cameras were rolling the entire time because we were having so much fun. It was a really good time. Of course, we got to stay quiet when they say, quiet on set. Everybody hushed up, right? But of course, when we could joke, we did joke. So it was funny. Somebody, I'm not going to say any names, Javon, was, hey, Dober, what I need you to do for weeks ahead of advance, Dober, what I need you to do, I need you to cry. And I'm like, I got you. I had an onion in hand, ready to rock and roll. And then he goes, right now, I need you to cry right now. This very second, I need you to cry right now. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Got a couple tears in. All right. And then all of a sudden now where the scene was about to happen. And he's like, all right, Dobra, here's the time. And so I put so much onion in my eyeballs. It burned. And they said, action. And I got they were rolling. They were just streaming down. They're just right here and then right here. But I'm like, there's no camera. This has bugged me ever since that day, Javon. Ever since that day, this has just been just turmoil because now all of a sudden we had to do another take. And now here comes Miko with a camera right in your face. And I'm like, everything has seized up. that burned so hard. Like I felt like somebody seared right here and right here. The thing is, the guy next to me, I don't know his name. Hughes, I want to say one guy was named Hughes. Who was the other guy?
Henry and Grinch.
All right. The guy that was on my right,
Grinch.
he was laughing so hard. He started tearing up.
Henry was on your right. Henry was on your right.
Henry, he started tearing up. And poor Kai Gaskins, she just like, wait, what just happened? The guy that was supposed to be crying wasn't crying. It was so much fun. We had such a good time. And really, I feel like it was a really fun project. I was a little disappointed. I was not casted as a tall, dark, and handsome guy. I don't know what's up with that. But hey, it's each row. Maybe next video. Maybe next video.
Okay, I got you. So, preparing for that role, what was your day like from start to getting there? What did you do to prepare?
So honestly, like I'm not even joking, Javon. I would constantly, because getting the tears to flow, it's a process of like listening and really trying to get that empathy in what somebody's saying, even though there's no empathy there. At the same time, trying to think of something that would cause the tears, and like there's like a muscle that keeps straining and kept forcing it, and just trying to feel what the person's going, even though they're not saying anything really necessarily sad, pretending what they say is like the saddest thing they ever said. And so I would just practice that honestly throughout the week, and of course the day of. I remember being in the shower, but I couldn't tell whether it was the water or my eyes was the water was going. So it was we'll never know if I had it that time. But in preparation for it, you gave me a good, of course, looking over the script. It's a short, not a lot of lines to memorize, but whenever I try to take on a role, as you well know, I try to develop the character as best I can, and of course I end up developing it a completely different way. I hope you put those outtakes in there somewhere somehow, because it's just a good time. I feel like Kim and I can not Kim, and I always call her Kim because that was a different role she played. Angel and I could have a secondary, a follow-up that would just be hilarious. I'm praying that you do that for us, because people need to know the story of member number 4. They need to know his story, because they're left hanging. Like, what happened? I'm not going to give it away. You got to go to the show on the 13th. I'm not going to give it away, but you're going to want to know, like, what is that man's story? And he's got a story. Oh, he does. So that's what I did. That's what I did. I thought of a story for that 3 lines that I had.
You did a good job, man. Everybody did a hell of a job, for real. And it was good seeing that we did what we needed to do and we got out of there. And we still have fun. Like you said, it wasn't like it was a strict environment, but, people had to go. People had to leave. So we understood that too. But it was
kudos to Keith, yourself, and Miko for getting in our spots. We had no a lot of times you'll end up hiccups with either data or battery or something. None of that. So that was really awesome. I love that.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Keith, man. He's a master of what he do. Shout out to Miko for being there for the sound, for even the cinematography as well too. And it makes your job easier when you have a team and you don't have to stress your mind out on 55 positions. You just concentrate on throwing the ball or running the ball or catching the ball, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good team. Good team. Yeah. And I saw that.
So let's get straight into it, man. So this is episode 3. Today's show is Trust, Temptation, and the Algorithm. So it has something to do with cuffing season. So 2 shows ago, we had some interesting subjects. So this is one of the core questions. There's a couple of questions, but this is one of them. Can you be loyal in public and private?
Can you be loyal in public and private? With God's grace, anything is possible. Loyal. So what do you mean by loyal when we're talking like
dating wise. So if you with your lady, can you be loyal to her in public and in private? Because you got some people that they only loyal to her privately, but publicly they probably don't want to be around her. Probably that's what the thing is. So can you be around her and show her that you're loyal in public and private?
I would say yes. I say with the right algorithm, if you will. What's the you have the two variable, you got a lot of variables in play there, but obviously yes. You when people know when you're with somebody, they know when you're with somebody, and you're projecting that. There's you're going to have joking. There's that just innate chemistry when testosterone happens and pretty girls around. There's the underlining tone of showing off and being a little bit more boisterous, and that's human nature that we all either struggle with. Just like if some who's that if who's the guy who played Superman in the previous movie, not this recent one, the one before that.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
Oh, anyway, Jason Momoa. All right. Any female around Jason Momoa will act differently than when she's not around Jason Momoa. Any dude around Gal Gadot is going to act a little bit differently. There's just that chemistry that happens that we just have to understand that's part of it. And it's both parties knowing who you're going home with. Once you get that security of who I'm going to go home and cuff with is who I'm going to go home and cuff with.
Right.
I appreciate the relationship I'm in right now where I can say, hey, this one lady just complimented my beard. And she goes, I understand completely. It's glorious. So I'm going to miss it. I just want to let you know I am going to miss it, but I'm going to cut it off for you there, Javon. This is when this goes, it's for you. You understand that, right?
We're going to make sure you cut at the last second. We're going to make sure you sever whatever memories you got.
So I'm actually, that's a whole different subject. Did I answer that question? Chemistry happens, but having that security and being that open and honest, like, hey, flirtation happens to an extent, but who are you going back to? And I'll tell you, I get a couple pictures with some very attractive women on set, and all of a sudden I get higher interest. It's really weird how that works out, that all of a sudden when there's other people involved, now you're more attractive. I feel like it's the New Kids on the Block theorem. You're like, what are you talking about, Dobra? NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. As soon as one female screams over the band, none of those guys are all that super attractive, but one screamed over the guys and they all screamed over the guys. And I feel like that is a true point to just the genetics that we have to deal with on a day-to-day. Attractiveness and attractiveness.
I got a good one for you. So let's go to another real talking point. So is there set boundaries that you personally have, or a girl or a woman that you've been with, boundaries for social media? So let me give you an example. Somebody likes your page, has your girlfriend or your girl or whoever you with, have they said anything like the likes or the love? Why she love your page, or why she like that picture? Has it been anything like that?
I would say maybe one time that was a little extenuating circumstances, but outside of that, no. You're familiar. It was a crazy day. But outside of that, no. Just like in that's what for us in the now entertainment industry is cheering them on. There's this old Zimbabwe saying, if you don't like what your husband is doing, cheer him on anyways. because you picked that person to be with. I think let it be he acting crazy, if he's embarrassing you, or vice versa. You pick that person ahead of time. And if those boundaries are set, like, hey, if we're gonna, though, that needs to be a conversation beforehand, in my opinion. So, like I said, I'm new to this. I haven't been involved. I haven't had any uh, craziness happen thus far. This one time I did get asked to go to a networking event. It was more than that. It was weird. But outside of that, I didn't go. I did not go. I did not go. But imagine if I did. Like, hi, James, over here's my card. But anyway, oh, I see you're busy there. Yeah, but no, it's just trying to identify, coordinate, and cheer the person on, and understand that once again, who's being cuffed. Because as soon as you start having that pushback, I feel like that's where the disconnect's going to be. And sadly enough, so when I made it big in this Hollywood movie scene with Javon Bates when I got divorced because of it. And so I'm like, already divorced. I've only been doing this for half a year. And it's always been a dream of mine to do stand up, always been a dream of mine to do. And the next thing you know, I was getting involved in this, and it took a lot of time. And it was not encouragement, it was discouragement. Everything I did was discouraged. You shouldn't do that. You're not funny. Hopefully this doesn't get broadcasted out to because she'll ask for copyrights, because her saying that to me is one of the derivatives of me developing the "you're not funny." I think it's a double entendre. It's a play, and I don't care if you think I'm funny. I'm gonna laugh. I'm laughing at me. I don't need you to think I'm funny. So it's actually a triple entendre for it, but it's that backing that you have, and like I said, cheer each other on. And if you got we're in the entertainment. We always got to sell ourselves. If you want to be big in anything when it comes to entertainment, you got to be on Instagram. You either got to be super funny or super sexy. And sadly enough, the number one views I get is when I have a cute female as a thumbnail. All of a sudden, it blows up. It's just what it is. And so if you're with somebody that's in the entertainment industry, that's part of it. You know what she has been doing or he has been doing, and like, hey, this is what I expected when we got here. If you ramp it up, chat it up and head out if you need to.
So basically what we're saying is we got boundaries. We know exactly what boundaries to stay inside and not push over the boundary. So this is a funny thing. We just talked about it just a few seconds ago or a few minutes ago. Some people make it seem like liking a picture is cheating. Why is that? Why is that a thing, you think?
There's an innate jealousy. Like, wait, is this person more attractive? Does this person actually like it? Like, it's just clicking. So this is just me guessing. I've heard a number of times. I've seen women cry over their boyfriends liking some hot chick's post. And I'm like, did he work with her? Yeah, they work with together. So all they're doing is promoting each other, increasing their likes. That's what it is. That's all we're trying to do for each other is increase their ratio. It's not that serious for us. And like, generally speaking, I can't speak for every guy. I just know we work with a lot of beautiful women. And I just want the best for every teammate we have, and everybody that's liking me, I need to like them. All right. We go on our like tangents. We go through like. But
said, it's not like you liking or hitting the love emoji and you leaving a comment saying big ass or something crazy. But like you said, you're just liking because you're showing the support, basically. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Now, when you're talking about sliding in DMs, that I feel like that's where you're starting to, tip the line, right?
You
And I
won't have
feel like when we go back to being in private versus being in public, that's the privacy that's always so dangerous.
and that's what we talked about boundaries. Now you going outside. You're outside the lines there. You out of
Mhm.
bounds. You can't
Yep.
catch the ball out of bounds, buddy. You need to catch the ball in bounds. That's it.
So,
Go ahead.
oh yeah, exactly that. It's just like if I'm liking somebody's post for the whole world to see, that means I'm not embarrassed by it, right?
Right.
And like I don't feel like there's anything to be ashamed of there.
Right. So here's another one. So this might be a little bit crazy. So they said, do you like any old flings on your Instagram or Facebook? Do you like any of their stuff?
Man, I thought this was supposed to be a romantic conversation. Um,
We gonna get there. We
I'm
gonna get
talking about romance, but as we're
we gonna
honestly,
get
but it's just two guys here. It sounds like we're at like having like female in this retrospect here. But liking old flings. Uh, yeah, sure. Like if it's like I said, it's those to that own self be true. You kind of know when you're doing wrong is when you're doing wrong. Okay, so like I just recently encouraged a old friend from high school. She reached out to you last year about Dying to Live project, and we were talking about some scene. She works at a hospital. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. She applied. We're still can do casting. So I reached out to her and said, hey, we got this thing going on, and if you're interested, uh, we both know we're in relationships. It is what it is, and this industry, we got a lot of ins and outs, and we got a lot of working with exes in this industry. That's what I've come to find out here.
oh,
And
definitely.
it's that level of professionalism. If you can be a professional, you can be successful. If you're not going to be professional, if you're going to take everything to heart, or you're like, oh, I can't believe so and so was so and so about such and such, then it's not going to work out. But if you're pursuing, you're pursuing. I feel like those are two different things. Like
Right.
it's one thing to like, it's another thing to pursue, and having that.
All right, so let me ask you this. So preparing to go out on a date with a person that you really interested in. Let's say you trying to, I ain't gonna say impress her, but you want to give your best output, your best suggestion as far as dress and all that stuff. What do you do? First thing you do before you prepare to go out on the date?
Shave my head.
Shave your head.
Shave my head. First thing first. You got to. That's what I did here to be in this date with you. And your phone's your phone's buzzing. Uh, and but shave my head. I'm gonna trim it over here. Gonna fade my beard in, and then I'm gonna stare at every piece of clothing I have for a little bit, and like, well, they're all fantastic on me. So which one makes me look more fantastic? And I'm gonna, and I honestly, I usually just say this guy right here. That's what I'm here. It's you already know. You already know. I love this little knit. I'm not gonna name the name brand. I have a vendetta against the name brand, but I really like this shirt though. It's a conundrum for me on a regular basis. I ripped off all the tags just just so nobody could know the awesomeness of this shirt, where it came from. And now it's the only one because it's like a foreign brand.
Oh man.
Yeah, go me. But yeah, obviously you want to present yourself in the best way possible.
So what's your to
And
go? What's your to go cologne, man? Like what's your smell, your scent when you going out?
uh, let's see here. I used to go with Fahrenheit, but I ran out of Fahrenheit. Then I went to Armani. I ran Armani. Then I'm doing Cool Waters right now until it runs out, and then I'll move on to something different. But I do not have a signature. They all smell great on me. So
So
whenever the cologne, I always get like, it was like What's that? It's me. It's me. Yeah, 60% of the time works 100. 60% of the time works 100% of the time.
It's the tap on their shoulder, huh?
I know, right? Hello there.
All right, so you got your smell goods on, you got your clothes on, shoes. What's up with the shoes?
Oh, I got some black suedes. I don't know name brands, man. I know what looks good and what don't look good. Everybody's all about. I've never been, like I said, the shirt I'm wearing. I hate the name brand, but I like the shirt. So, likewise with my shoes, I got some black suedes. I also the one I do know the name brand of my 511s, my military boots. Those are they're just beefy Timbs, man. I just like you have Timbs and you have 511.
Hey, that's funny. So you buying the roses or you not getting the roses?
New day. That's a very interesting thought. No, I haven't done the rose thing in a while because I've already bought and I'm buying dinner. So I haven't thought about doing the rose thing. That's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. I like that is so high school and it's worth repeating. It's not a bad thing. It's classic. It really is classic. So that is like I encourage everybody go on a date to do that. I'm pretty sure it'll go over well.
So would you give her the rose when you pick her up, or do you just keep it till later on and you surprise her? Would you like what's your element of surprise when she see you when she first coming to get in the car to get in your truck, or you
now you got me brain. This is pure brainstorm. Is me putting it on the passenger seat. So when I open the door for her, she sees the rose. Well, we hope she sees the rose because if she don't, she's gonna be really thorny all night. So thorny, super thorny. And the good news is, if that happens, then all you got to do, the date's over, right? But then she can go put it in the vase in her house. So double stack, no matter what, you win. And then you, on top of that, the entire evening only cost you a rose.
One rose. You saved $100.
What's that?
You said you saved $100.
$100. Where are you going to eat, brother? Oh man, you let her get. Yeah, I guess it's where are you going on your first date? That's a great question. Where do you take some chick on her first date? Because first date for me, it's got to be $65, $70. I recognize that. I'm not looking for $100 meal though. Call me cheap, but I'm trying to play that.
See, I'm married, but if I was actually like back in that realm, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would go to like a place that's not even expensive. So,
but man, it's going to be 100 because she's going to want to get a drink and you're going to want to get her that drink. So that right there is $10 a drink plus appetizer plus dessert. That's $100. If you just go with 2 meals and 2 drinks, that's $60, $70. So yeah, it's going to be $100. Yeah. For once again, saving
take her out to dinner, man. Take her somewhere she ain't never been to before.
I'm a big fan of doing events now. I'm kind of, it's often like loud and cumbersome. Guess what day? It depends what day you're going out. I'm not going to go out to eat on a Friday night.
That's cheap. Pick a Tuesday. It's cheap.
Pick a Tuesday. Well, you can actually communicate, right? Let me find out if I make you laugh. Because if I don't make you laugh, that means you ain't interested in me. DMX taught me that.
DMX.
Riders.
But yeah, that's cool, man. And my last question before we get off here.
So, quick.
It was. It's always quick, man. At 30 minutes.
No, man.
It's always quick, man. Do you got any deal breakers, man?
Deal breakers. Tricep flap. Tricep flap. All right. I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna. I want to be able to share this on the media, but after I say this next little bit, I won't be able to share the media. You can share it because we don't my mom's not connected with you, but. I swear to God, I talked to this one female back in my 30 minutes of being single, and uh, she asked something if I drank water. I'm like, drink water. Apparently, if somebody doesn't drink water, it was a deal breaker for her. And I'm like, yeah, I drink water all the time. I stay hydrated. That was her deal breaker. I'm like, and so I responded with, I'm like, do you have tricep flap and yellow toes? Because those are my deal breakers.
Yellow toes and oh man.
And that little bit like your grandma had, that little flap right there, like your grandma had. I'm like, I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. That's my deal breaker. And then this woman, but wait, there's more. This woman, she comes back and she's just like, what? How dare you? I'm like, what? First of all, I thought what I said was pretty funny, but her response, like, you have an 8-inch dick and make 6 figures. I'm like, first of all, how do you know that much about me? I didn't know I put this on camera phone at all. But yes, I make 6 figures. and so I'm also like, well, you have a lot of gall to ask a woman ask about a woman's physique. I'm like, isn't that you? It hurt my brain because obviously we're attracted to physique. This whole conversation was about physique attraction, but I was unfamiliar with a person's triceps or not. So that was so funny. That was a lot of fun for me. And I love the double standard. I feel like the double standard is astronomical. You got to be 6 foot, 6 figures for me to even talk to you while this woman's 6 tires. Putting new meaning to jelly roll.
That is funny, man. So that's the deal breaker then.
Yeah, flappy triceps and toenail. The sad thing is with it.
You can smell like onion dip then.
Oh my gosh, no. I'm just like obviously I'm talking about your instantaneous, but yeah, when female smells like skunk 2.0, it's a bit much. I don't know why. I'm attuned to different scents, and I'm not a fan. Oh man, I had a good joke. It's gone now.
Fan of the Bath and Body Works. Sometimes they just be smelling like you want to eat. Like they be having those smells that smell like candies and treats and goodies, and it just throw your brain off. But but yeah, man, it's amazing. I'd rather smell that than some onion dip for real.
No, yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, not a fan of the onion dip, but if it's just the breath, that's why I always keep some chewing gum. Hey, you want some gum? Oh, I'll take some. Now, if she says no, are you sure you don't want some gum? That's free of charge right here. It's an extra long time. They had a commercial about it and everything.
They did what they say. Always take the gum. Somebody asked. Always take the gum
because you don't know. You can taste it, but you just to double check. But yeah, if it's just the breath, if it's coming out the pores or other orifices, if you will, then it's also probably a best to say bye. It's part your separate ways. Bye.
All right, so
give them the wave.
It was good, man. This was probably the fastest 34 minutes probably that I spent today. So yeah, check out Cuffing Season. It's coming to Silver Spot Friday, February 13th, 7 p.m. Silver Spot Theaters. Go to jblegacyfilms.com for tickets. You're going to check Dober out. You're going to check me out. We got Keith. We got the whole squad. Miko, Henry, Angel, Kai, Antonio, Caitlin. Who else? I hope I ain't leave nobody else out. If I'd have forgot you, I'm sorry. Everybody. I was going to say everybody as a whole.
You have me and Kai underneath the same house again, underneath the same roof again. That's courageous stuff. Kudos to you, sir. But you're gonna separate us to different corners of the theater just so we're not cutting up the entire time. I'm just warning you ahead of time.
That's funny.
Yeah, she is hilarious. Check out Kai. She actually got a couple videos out there. But
Yeah, she's a one woman show, most definitely.
all right. Well,
All right.
Javon, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. This was a good time. Great questions. Great questions. I think I answered pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
Pretty good.
Check out next Monday, the finale. I might have a bunch of people come back. If you're interested, let me know.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Finale before the actual event. So we get everybody, and we have like maybe about maybe 6 people on here. Try to get 3 guys, 3 women, something like that.
That'll be good. Hey, and be sure to check me out. You're Not Funny, URKNOTFUNNY on Instagram, YouTube, and James Dober on Facebook. That's Dober. Dober DOBRA is like Cobra, but with a D.
Dobra. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for signing on and joining the show, man. Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you. See you.